Hi guys, and welcome to Clear Vision Coaching. What we're going to be doing in some videos for the website is we're going to be breaking down some quotes from a book called Meditations by Marcus Aurelius. See that there? Now, in this book, it's filled of quotes from hundreds of years ago. So what we're going to do in this video series is go through these quotes and break them down, but put a coach's perspective on how we can use them nowadays. So let's start with the first one. So the first quote we're going to be going through is the following. Within 10 days, you will seem a god to those to whom you are now a beast and an ape. If you will return to your principles and the worship of reason. So quite a deep one. So we got the time scale there. Now, one thing to take away from this, if you look what we've got on the notes over here, is that you can make choices in your life within 10 days. Now, you may not necessarily see the fruits of your labor within those 10 days, but you can certainly start to put in actions, or probably a better way of putting it, you can certainly plant the seed within 10 days that in sometimes later on, weeks, months, maybe years, you'll see the benefit of it. So when it says within 10 days, you will seem a god, I think maybe the use of the word God there may be a little bit too extreme where you're going to see that much of a difference within 10 days, but you certainly can start adopting the behaviors and adopting the patterns that long term will yield you good results. So, one thing I put here, so take away from the quote, you make choices in your life that people can notice within 10 days. So, I don't agree that you'll be seen as a god, but I understand that the use of the word to make it more engaging. But people will notice if you start to make changes in your life. Now, that can be within that 10-day period. So, if we go to where we said, so apologies, if we go over to number two, where we've got the our aim here. So let's say, for example, I'm working with a client. One thing I would go through is I'd work through a particular coaching model, and one thing I'd ask them would be, what is it you're looking to get from this coaching session? One of the things they could be looking to get out from the coaching session is that they want to get into shape. So some of the issues that they go through, if we have a look at number two, is they're drinking and they're eating too much junk. They're out partying during the weekends, or Fridays, Saturdays, and they're currently not training. So we would then go through all the things they would like to see in their lives and then work out the things they can start to do to make sure that they can start working away from what they're currently doing at the moment. So then if we look at number three, where we've got solutions, so it would be, what is the target? Is it a particular weight, a dress size? Are you looking to achieve a certain level of body fat? In terms of your nutrition, we're going to create a nutrition plan. How is that going to look? Where could you get resources to help you create that? Then, in terms of going out, it's okay to go out, but are you going to go out just on a Friday? Are you going to go out not at all? In terms of your training, because one of the issues is that you're not training, how often are you going to go to the gym? Is it once a week? Is it twice a week? So what we'll do with the coaching model is that we will try and make it as specific to the client as possible. Now, what that does is that then sets the blueprint and all the work. Sorry, yeah, it sets the blueprint and it lays everything out that once yourself or the person goes and works on it, this is when they will deem to be seen as a god, if we're to use the word from this quote. Because somebody will come and work for myself, I'll work with a client, we will find out what they need to do to get to where they want to go. So they want to eat healthier, they want to start training, and they want to start looking after themselves because there's a specific target they want. As soon as they start putting those things in place, because my job as their coach is to keep them accountable to make sure that they do the things that they need to do. If you see somebody one day and then 10 days later, you're then asking them to go for a night out and they say no, or if they do go for a night out, they're just having one drink or no drink at all. Or if you are going out and where maybe they would absolutely just stuff their face with food on a night out, they're a little bit more reserved and a little bit more conscious about what it is that they're eating. You then will start to see that different behavior in that person. And you will notice that 10 days ago, you used to go out drinking all the time, you would eat plenty of junk food, but now here you are eating much cleaner, you're not drinking as much, and you're not partying as much. So, in relation to this quote, you certainly can see changes and differences within 10 days. So, as much as I wouldn't agree with the term God with this quote, you can certainly put things into place that within 10 days, people will start to notice a difference in your behavior and what it is you're choosing to do. Now, the key thing is the behaviors that you adopt and you put in place within those first 10 days. If you then maintain that for a long duration of time, which is what my job as your coach is, and what I do with my clients is to keep them accountable, then you'll start to see some drastic changes. And of course, you can use your imagination. Well, sorry, you wouldn't need to use your imagination to see the amazing work some people can do in terms of their weight loss, where they've been at extremely high weight and they've got themselves down into fantastic shape. Now, that hasn't been over 10 days, that's been over a long period of time. But the behaviors they adopted to get to that final image, that final weight, all start within those first 10 days. So that's something I'd say you can take away from this quote. People may not see you as a god, but you most certainly and 100% definitely can start adopting the behaviors and implementing the the discipline needed to then get to where you want to go. So, guys, that is the breakdown for the quote today. I hope you enjoyed it. This is something we're going to be doing regularly for Clear Vision Coaching. In the meantime, if you see a quote online or a book that you've read, please feel free to contact me if you'd like me to break it down and give you the perspective from a coach's side of things. And apart from that, I shall see you in a very, very near future. All the best, guys. We shall speak to you soon.